Hi Memory Bound friends, welcome back to our Tuesday technique, and this week we're going to talk about wood. We're going to play with this die. It's by Sizzix, Tim Holtz, and it's actually called a tree ring. Also made a different one that has the medium size and the small, so you have large, medium, and small. If you do not have a chainsaw or somebody to go out and saw up your tree in the backyard, we have the next best thing. We're going to make some ornaments or some tags that you can put on people's presents. And I'm going to show you a very quick and easy way to make this. Because this is a Biggs die, it's the thicker one, and so what's nice about having these is that you can cut through chipboard. Put your piece of chipboard in. With chipboard it's a little thicker. But see how nicely that cut through the chipboard? And it has the actual outside bark already indented into it. We're going to cut another piece out of craft paper. Same thing, we're just going to run it through. And now you have your two pieces. You have the chipboard piece and you have the craft piece. The fun thing about this particular die is he does give you an embossing folder that matches it. Match it up so that the edges match. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together. So it's in there. And we're going to use the Texture Boutique for this. Put that through there like that. And take a look at this. Have all the wood grains and those rings in there. Just need to have some kind of glue, which is like a collage medium. No need for a paintbrush. We're just going to put that on. Match it up. The next step is to take a little distress ink, and I like to use ground espresso. You can use gathered twigs, you could use walnut stain, any brown that you have. And what I like to do is just first of all go around the edges and get those really dark. Kind of come in kind of like your bark would, so it'd be kind of dark around the edges. Without getting more ink, just go over like this, and that's going to, without pressing too hard, that's going to pick up those ridges that you just embossed into it. I tend to like to hold this in my hand while I'm doing it because then you don't get too heavy-handed. There's the real one. There's ours. Nice job of Tim making this look so realistic. You can decorate them. And I wanted to show you different ways that you can decorate. Put snowman on it. You can die cut a snowflake and use one of Tim's tokens. And after I got the 25 glued on there, I thought it needed a little bit more oomph, so I put some glossy accents on the 25. Just some Christmas words that you can add. We do have this set available. It is a die set that has all these cute little things in. And then we have the little globes in there. And there's that little deer. He's kind of hip deep in the snow. You can coat the top with a little matte medium and let it dry. That adds a little bit of, it just kind of deepens the color. We're going to decorate just one. I used this Tim Holtz snowflake die today. It also has the die and the matching embossing folder. There's lots and lots of snowflakes dies that you can use. We're also going to use some pine cones of Tim Holtz. Look at this, you get a whole package of them. Could also use some of his tokens, and you get like 24 of those. I also die cut a piece of greenery from this die. So you can choose lots of different things. We're going to start out by inking the snowflake. Just remember that it does have a little texture, so see if you just go over lightly how you can pick up those little embossed areas, and then just go around the edges. We'll do the same thing with the greenery. We'll just add a little bit of color to it. And I like to just kind of wad that up a little bit to give it so it's not perfectly flat. We need to punch a hole. And you can just choose where you want that to be, and we're going to use the trusty crocodile. You could use a pop dot for this too if you wanted to, but let's just put it right there. And I would not put glue everywhere, just in a couple spots. So I cut this out of one of Tim Holtz scripted die sets. You can use a lot of different words on these. Does that look about right? I like to tie one knot, and then the one that hangs down the lowest, that's where I add my charms. Added the pine cones at the top. You can finish it off with a bow, or if you want to make it into an ornament, just add more length to your string. And there you have an ornament. Look at how fun this would be on someone's present, or a whole bunch of them hanging on the tree like we have. And it's just a very easy way to make a very unique ornament. Thank you for stopping in today, and I hope you've enjoyed this video.